Hi there, Addy here from TontonianOnline.com, here with two properties that I came across. These properties have been listed by different brokerages. One is listed by Skyview and the other is by MyZac. The properties are side by side. The reason I like these properties is because they're in North York in the 400 and 401 area, and the cap rates are good. They're decent cap rates. But the potential in the future, you could actually convert the properties into a development lot afterwards as well. The lots themselves are 78 by 120, so if you have two side by side, you're looking at between about 150 by 120 foot lot size for the two corner properties. So let's get into the details of them. The first one is a 10 unit. They're asking 1275. This is one in from the corner. At 1275 million and 25% down payment, you need a cash requirement of 318,750. That's for down payment. A mortgage of 956,250 would give you a monthly mortgage payment of $5,030. That's at 4% at 25-year amortization. A lot of the assessments we're seeing right now coming into the marketplace are for properties down payment of 35%. That's largely because of the new mortgage rules that have come into play, and lenders are looking for a higher down payment. So that is something that you have to consider when you're investing in real estate right now. The two bedrooms are generating $1,650 a month. Two one bedrooms, $1,650 a month, and the 6 two bedrooms. I apologize. This is supposed to be 8 two bedrooms are generating $8,175. And the laundry is also generating $200. Now for this property, they actually are generating $235, but I adjust these numbers accordingly to market conditions. So I estimated it at $200 per month. In terms of expenses, you have $19,000 in expenses, $3,600 in insurance. Their insurance quote is much lower, but I think it should be around this price for a 10plex. Gas is around $14,058, which is high. Actually, it's really high. Water is $8,000. Hydro $1,200. All the units are paying their own hydro, so all the tenants have their rental agreements with rent plus hydro. The $1,200 a year, it's for the common elements. It should be much lower than that because you don't have a lot of lights there running there. The super is $2,400. Units hydro, there's some units that have their hydros included, which is $1,524, and then maintenance and repairs are at $6,000. For this property, one of the things that I should mention is this property needs a little bit of TLC. When you look at the second property, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit more efficient than this, and a lot of investments has already been made. So if you were to invest some money, you can actually generate additional efficiencies here. So total revenue works out to $120,300. Vacancy of 1.5%, which is the average right now in Toronto, is $1,800. Effective gross comes out to $118,495. Less your operating income, your net income works out to $62,624.50. Mortgage payment $60,000, so you have $2,000, $2,263 in cash at the end of the year. Now you also have mortgage payments that are being made, so you have a recapture of almost $23,000. So at the end of the day, you're generating $25,101. Now, in order to facilitate this closing, you'd be looking at $21,000 and almost $43,000 in land transfer fees. You have $5,000 in legal fees because when you're purchasing a property like this, you'd want to purchase it in a corporation. You also have mortgage broker fees and lending fees. If you're going with the institutional bank, you might not have to do it, but you would have to pay a higher down payment. So in offsetting those costs, you actually have to pay these when you're going to secondary lenders. You might also have an engineering report that the lender might ask for, and environmental, which can range anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000. So all in all, closing costs, you'd be looking at about $77,606. So total down payment requirements, cash requirement, I would say, is $396,596. So the expense versus income ratio, as you can see, is 47%, which is on the high side. We like to see these, especially for properties that have utilities extra. We like to see these between 25 to 35%. So there's definitely some efficiency to be had. Cap rate is working out to 4.91%, and that cap rate can easily improve if this can be reduced. So there are some efficiencies that are available over there. I've seen the property already. You have some leaky faucets over there, so there's some units that haven't been updated in a very long time. So if you update them, you can increase the rent, and you can generate some efficiencies such as changing out the windows. Those would all help reduce the expense to income ratio, hence increasing the profitability of the property. And your ROI for after your mortgage recapture works out to at 8%. So that's 1748. This is the second one, which is 1750. Again, they're both side by side, identical properties. This one is asking 1298. And this one is asking 1298 is because it's a corner property. I should mention they're all 10 plexes and they all have 2 double car garages and 7 parking spots in the back. And the double car garages can be converted into additional 2 bachelors. So it's an additional income that you can generate. So at 973,000 mortgage, 4% rate, 5120 is your monthly mortgage payment. Now the rent over here is lower than the other one. So the other one over here, as you can see, the rents are working out to $10,025. This one is $93.79.92. Part of the reason is because the tenants over here have been there for a while, so their rents are going to go up slower. The other one, where there is maintenance required, you have a higher turnover rate, so you can actually jack up the rents much faster. In terms of taxes, you also see the taxes over here are lower, is $14,000 in taxes versus the other one, which is $19,000. Insurance, again, we put the same amount at $3,600. Gas is cheaper. The other one was almost $14,000 for gas. This one is $7,000. That's because there's actually a more efficient unit installed in this particular building. Water is also lower, as you can see, $54.78, and you have $21.57 for hydro. That's obviously including all the common areas, but there's definitely some more efficiency to be had. It shouldn't be this high. And the super, again, is $2,400. Hydro for the unit, there's some units that have hydros included, is $21.57, and then maintenance and repairs, again, that's a very healthy $6,000 budget that you're seeing over here. Usually for properties, for this one especially, because all the windows are updated, a lot of the units are updated, your maintenance and repairs would be much lower than this. So this one is generating $112,000 with 1668 as your vacancy. So the less operating expenses, which are working out to $43,244, you're generating a net income of $67,000. After your mortgage payments, you generate $61.76, and your principal recapture yields you $29,426. If you look at the closing cost, it's very similar to the other one that we saw. This one is $78,000 in closing cost. So the total cash requirement here is $402,537. Expense versus income, as you can see, this one is showing, you can see the numbers already lower. It's 39% versus the other one that we saw in the 40s. There's still some ways to go, and there are additional efficiencies that you can generate if you come along to visit the site. Cap rate is working out to 5.21% and ROI is at 9%. This is very preliminary information that I provided. There's a lot more details available, including rent roll. We're going down there to take a look at the property on Sunday. If you are interested, do get in touch with me ASAP so we can schedule an appointment for you as well. You can reach me directly at 1-877-439-2339, or you can email me at helpme@heyaddy.com or addy@heyaddy.com. Talk to you soon. Take care.